Hello. It is March now, March 6th. This video is a, what am I going to call it, like, review on how February went. Because if you haven't seen my last video, I'm trying to basically change my life in 1 year. So I'll just go over really quick what I talked about in that video. You can go find it. It's my last video that was uploaded. I made a whole entire plan for the year, and it goes through every single month. So every month I have certain things to do, whether it's something I'm doing every day or once a week or multiple times a week, and I'm doing it to build habits and change my lifestyle and incorporate more healthy practices and things into my life. And every month the stuff builds upon the things that I practiced the last month. So I'll explain. But so I already got through January and I got through February. Now we're into March. So I'm going to go over how February went and then the plans for March, just to kind of document how things are going and update you in case anybody is watching these and cares. I don't know. But first of all, before I go into that, I'm wearing a bandana right now because my hair is very puffy because I washed it last night, but I got it cut. In the last video, I said that I was going to wait until May to cut my hair, but I couldn't wait, so I cut it already. I mean, I got it cut at a salon. So I'll show you, but I don't know if it's going to look good because it was really puffy. But I'll take the bandana off. See, it's still freaking puffy as hell. It's still really, really fluffy. I'm looking in a mirror over here. It's too puffy up here, but basically you could see how it will probably look. I mean, I think it looks really cute. Let's talk about the hair really quick before we go into the rest of the video. I'm checking it down here in this mirror. It's not terribly puffy, but it's puffier than it's been lately, just because I slept on it right after washing it. It's okay. Alright, so it looks weird, but it's fine. I really like it. I was nervous to cut it because I had been growing it out for a year. I had it pretty short, like almost like a little bit longer than this in, what was it, like 2018 or whatever. And then I let it grow all throughout 2019. So then it got pretty long, like you saw in the last video if you go watch it. It got pretty long within just a year. And then I cut it. Now it's cut. And everyone says that short hair, and I agree, it suits my face. It shows my face better. My ears are more visible. And when I was really young, I was insecure about my ears because they stick out, sort of. Like, they're kind of like, you can see. But now I love them. I actually really like my ears now. I love the way, I just think they're interesting that they look like that. And so I'm not insecure about them at all anymore, but I really was when I was little. And so now I love them. And so I like to have short hair so that they're more emphasized. Anyway, and if you can see, I have now hoops in, and I used to have, like, since senior year of high school, I had tunnels. So some people call them gauges. Most people call them gauges, but that's not correct, the correct terminology. So for people who know me, you probably knew I had tunnels. For anybody that doesn't know me, you might have never noticed that I had them, but I did. I only got them stretched to, let me see. I only got them stretched to, I think it was either a 2 or a 4 gauge. Like, gauge is the measurement, tunnel is what it's called, but this is one of them. Like, can you see that at all? They weren't that big. But, so I don't know what this is. I don't remember because I stretched it to this size years ago now. I don't remember if it was 2 or 4 or even smaller than that. But I never got to 0 or 00. So I'm thinking it was either 2 or 4. So anyway, I took my tunnels out because I was like, I'm going into a new form of, a new stage, I think, of my expression. And tunnels didn't feel like how I wanted to express myself at this point in my life. And honestly, my ears basically don't even look like I've ever had them stretched. Like when I take it out, let me see. Like it's not, the holes aren't really that big at all. I'm really grateful for that, honestly. And people probably would never even think that I ever had my ears stretched. So I would say if anybody out there wants to stretch your ears just to see what it's like, go to, and you don't know if you want to keep them forever or you're like afraid of permanent things, then I would say like probably 2 or 4 is fine. I don't know if this is a 4 or 2, like I said, but don't go too big because it is, I think, great. I think tunnels were really popular a couple years back, and now it's not as, it's always been and still is today, I think, a pretty small percentage of the population that it's like still kind of a trend in. And so if you don't know for sure if you want to keep them forever, then I think you can stretch them to a certain size and it'll be fine, and you can still take them out and it'll be as if nothing ever happened. The light just changed because of the sun, so it's a little bit now dark maybe. Here, it comes back. Okay. So anyway, that's update on that. My hair and the tunnels. So yeah, like I was saying, I feel like the hair, it feels mature to me and sophisticated, if that makes sense. I don't know if it looks like that to you, but to me that's the vibe I get. And especially I think because to me, in my, like I used to want short hair to kind of look more tomboyish, and I still like that, but I think as I'm maturing a little bit more, I see it more as being like an adult, if that makes any sense. Like, you know, old women have short hair a lot of the time, and I watched all the Oscar movies. I watched Judy, the movie about Judy Garland, and what's her name? Renee Zellweger played Judy, and she was great. And I watched that to prepare for the Oscars to see if she should win, and I think it was good that she won. Anyway, that movie, I just loved, like I really liked the movie because I loved Judy. I loved the character and her outfits, and she had short hair, and I just liked, I don't know, I just like am drawn to that. Like I kind of want to look like that kind of sophisticated, and I'm still like, I mean, look at what I'm wearing, like some sweatshirt thing. So it's not like I'm gonna become like some 50s kind of looking person, but I do like that. So when I cut my hair short, I was like, I feel like I've reached a new stage of womanhood almost. And it's so interesting because I was afraid of what I would feel when I cut my hair short, because I had it short and I was in a different mindset at the time that I had my hair short. And so then I grew my hair out so that I could kind of escape that mindset and take a minute and see how I feel. And so when I planned to cut my hair short again, I was afraid that I would feel lingering thoughts from that old mindset. I know this is all very vague, but I'm trying to explain a little bit. So when I cut the hair though, I was like, is this the right decision? But now I feel like it is. I feel like like I said, I've come into a new form of my expression, and it feels great. And I'm wearing pearls not because I'm trying to look like an old woman, but because Harry Styles has been wearing pearls. So I found my pearls from graduation, and I'm wearing them because it does help with the look that I'm kind of into at the moment. But I'm mostly I started wearing the pearls because Harry Styles. So that's that. Anyway, that's the comments on my appearance right now. Feeling great, feeling good. Now let's get into February, the review of how February went. So, all right, I got my book. I love my bullet journal so much. I'm so excited. Okay, so January, I know we're talking about February, but just so we go over what January was. In January, I had to lift weights once a week, start a yoga practice and a meditation practice, cook one meal in the month from my cookbook, and practice guitar and singing. So that was January. It was very small, right? February, I had to lift weights twice a week, start a new book, because in January I think I had to finish a book, which I finished Sharp Objects in January. So that was good. So February, start a new book, cooked 2 meals from the cookbook within the month, do yoga and meditation, work out once a week, like do a main workout, like not just lifting weights, but like running on the elliptical, doing stuff like that, work out once a week, and practice guitar and singing. So that was February. It went well. I did everything that I needed to do. I worked out twice every week. I not worked out, I lifted weights 2 days out of every week. And I started a new book, which it's kind of sort of a lie because I didn't start this book in February. I actually started this book, You're a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. I don't know how to say your name. I started this last year sometime, I think. But so I was supposed to start a new book in February, but I was like, I want to finish this book, so I'll start reading it again. Anyway, but I don't really like it, to be honest. I'm like halfway through. I don't really like it. I also have You're a Badass. That's that one in yellow that everyone has seen that book. I have not started reading that one, but I actually don't think that I will read it now because I don't really like this one. And that might be a shocker or like controversial, but I don't really like her writing. I don't like her writing voice. I don't like it. And also this has felt basically like a waste of time so far because I feel like I have learned nothing from this book. I'm halfway through. It's about making money, and literally she hasn't said how to make money yet. She's basically just saying be confident and don't hate money. Like, okay, I already don't hate money. Like, I just want money. How do I get the money? And she hasn't told me. So I don't really like this. I've read a book. Let me show you this other book just while we're talking about books for a second. This book, on the other hand, Everyday Millionaires by Chris Hogan. That's him. This book changed my life. I highly, highly, highly recommend this book. I read this maybe a year or two ago. I don't know. This book is amazing. How Ordinary People Built Extraordinary Wealth and How You Can Too. This book changed my life. I think about money completely differently. I think about retirement. I think about home ownership. It changed my life. It really brought me into more of a mindset of adulthood. I'm 22 now. And I just like cannot recommend this book enough or praise this book enough. I don't know. It is awesome. I took so many notes while reading this book. And it's basically he and some other people did a study of like a ton of millionaires, like everyday millionaires. It's called Everyday Millionaires. But like there are people that you might live near that you might not even know that they're millionaires, but they have a net worth of $1 million at least. And it's people who are smart with their money, people who can retire early, not people that are like extravagantly wealthy like celebrities or business, like, you know, people you wouldn't think are millionaires. They might have $1 million because they were smart with their money, still are smart with their money to this day, like things like that. And and are the most important part, they're financially independent. And that is one of my goals in my life, to be financially independent. No debt, not relying on anybody else for money, having things paid off. Like, that is the goal, financial independence. So yeah, this book is fantastic and I would recommend this one, but this one so far has taught me not much at all. So anyway, but I did start this one sort of in February, but I don't really like it. So that was that though. But yeah, February, started a book. I did cook 2 meals. The first meal I made was a fail. What did I cook the first time? Or was that this month? No. No, March just started. Yes, February. Okay. The first meal I made in February was a fail. I tried to make some kind of noodle thing and it didn't work. And so I threw it away. But I used the extra ingredients for sandwiches and stuff, so I didn't waste my money at least. But the first meal I made was a fail. The second meal I made was a success. It was like a pasta dish with mushrooms and broccolini and like a wine sauce, and it was so good. I have clips, which will be in a vlog, I think, which I'll have a vlog probably coming soon, because I have been taking a couple clips of things and moments that'll probably I'll put into a vlog within the next month maybe. So anyway, the second meal was a success, the first one wasn't, but the point of making these dishes is to practice, I don't know, making food again. Next, do my yoga meditation. Okay, in February, I started to sort of slack on near the end. I know the last week, I think I started to slack on my yoga and meditation, but I'm just trying to basically create a consistent practice. And that the ideal way to do that is to do it every day, but I haven't been able to do it every day because I just keep slacking, and sometimes I just don't feel like putting the mat down and doing what I have to do. And the meditation, I struggled a lot with meditation in February, I think, because at least even within the last week, I've been struggling with it. I'm not doing it really correctly because I keep getting distracted and my mind gets distracted and I get stressed, and so it's hard to calm myself down for the meditation. I've been doing 5-minute meditations because I'm not ready for 10 minutes once. I did one 10-minute to see how it felt, but I'm not quite there yet. 5 minutes is kind of where I keep it. And I'm using Headspace because Headspace, I have it free through Starbucks, which is awesome. So anyway, I've been doing that. But this month I'm trying. What I need to do is have my yoga and my meditation in the mornings, but I have to get up early enough to do it in the mornings. I want to do it in the mornings so that I get it out of the way and so that the rest of the day is focused on school and everything else that I'm doing as a part of the plan. But I keep trying to push it to the afternoon because I don't get up early enough to do in the morning, and then it just piles things up. So I'm trying to, the ideal sleep schedule for me is go to sleep at 11, wake up at 7, but I haven't gotten to be able to do that yet. I'm getting there with going to sleep earlier, but I can't seem to get up at 7. So I'm practicing it though. I'm trying to see, maybe by the end of the year I will have that sleep schedule that I want. But right now I'm struggling with it. But so I'm trying. But I am doing yoga and meditation, but just not every single day. But I am doing it and it's been great, and I'm getting better at the meditation. I just, practicing more. So that was in February. Struggled a little bit, but I got it. Workout once a week. I did work out once a week. That went perfectly fine. Just one day a week, I do a workout in the basement where I run on the elliptical and all that stuff. It's been good. I did that. And then practicing guitar and singing. So yeah, I did that. And my singing voice is getting better. And the guitar, I'm getting I feel like guitar is my instrument. So it's great. So that has gone well. So that's my review of February. Basically, I did everything that I planned and it all went well. And yeah, and it wasn't that hard. Now, March. Now let's talk about March, because we're in March now, and then we're going to see, I will do another review at the end of the month to see if I was able to do everything for March. March is a little bit more difficult, but I have done it so far. So, the March thing. In March, I have to cook 2 meals from the cookbook. Same as February. I'm not doing any more meals this month than I did last month. So 2 meals. I have not done one yet. I think I'm doing one next week. And then I'll do one 2 weeks after that or something. Because I'm trying to align it with my paychecks as well. Because, you know, to go to the grocery store and get a bunch of ingredients costs a bit of money. And so I like to do it when I get a paycheck and I have some fresh money in the bank. Go get my food and cook it. So I'm doing a meal next week. So yeah, it'll be 2 meals this month. Then do my yoga meditation, same old, same old. Workout once a week. So that as well is the same as February. Working out once a week. I'm keeping it kind of chill. So that I'm, you know, taking everything one step at a time, not trying to go overboard. So 1 workout a week. Practice guitar and singing. Now this is the new one. Reading 15 to 30 minutes a day. So at least 15 minutes. The ideal would be go up to 30 minutes a day. But that's what I'm doing. And I've done that so far. But I've been doing 15 minutes. And I am not reading, currently I'm not reading this. I'm reading this. It's Jimmy Carter, An Hour Before Daylight. I'm reading this because it's for my History of Georgia class. And I just figured I have to read this and I have to write an essay on it. So I'll take that 15 minutes of reading a day that I've planned out for myself, and I'll read this because it's for school and it also is interesting and it's just a book. So I'm reading this at the moment, doing 15 minutes at least a day of reading this book, and so far it is interesting. I'm like not very far at all because I just started it, but it is good and the 15 minutes is great. And also, here's another thing that I'm doing this month. Read the Bible once a week. Now that is what I wrote down and what I planned, but here's the twist. Julian's my friend, we had like this meeting, like we met up, not like a meeting. We met up to do like a Bible study, but we ended up just catching up on a bunch of stuff. We walked around Avalon for like 3 hours or something. I don't know. It was a long time. We walked around, we caught up on stuff because we hadn't seen each other in a while. And we planned, we're going to try to read the Bible within a year. So we're doing, let me get my Bible. I have a lot of Bibles, but this is the one that this is my favorite because it's like a little. So we're doing 3 chapters a day. We started it maybe a week or so. I don't know, 2 weeks. I don't know. We started a while ago, not that long. So we're doing 3 chapters a day, but we take breaks on Saturday. We might change the break day. I don't know if it'll stay that, is what I'm saying. But so 3 chapters a day. I've read starting from the beginning. So I think I've read through chapter 30 in Genesis. Anyway, so we're reading every day the Bible. So I planned out in March to start reading the Bible once a week, but I've been reading it every day. So it's funny. So that plan has changed, but it's even better, and I've been able to do it. So I just like read 3 chapters of this, then I read 15 minutes of my book, and then I do my homework, and it's like I'm doing good. So and then get this, cut out soda completely. No soda in March or ever after that. That's the plan, and I've done it so far. I have not had any Diet Coke for March so far. What is it? The 6th? Yeah, it's the 6th. So I have not had Diet Coke at all yet. And that's been great. So that was a success so far. And I think I'm going to be able to do it. At first, when the month started, I was like, I want Diet Coke. Can I do this? And so far, I've done it. And I've been drinking a lot of water. So, I don't know. Just things are going well. And then the last thing that I put is lift weights 3 times a week. So 3 days of the week. I might be going overboard on the lifting weights, but I don't go crazy. I just like do a little bit, just a couple reps, and that's pretty much it. And I do different things. I don't just do like curls. I do different things. I have my weights literally right next to me. I just keep them in my room so that I can like watch Netflix or YouTube and like lift weights a little bit. So I just do that. So this month it's 3 days of the week. This week, this is the first week. I have done that so far. And basically that's all for March. And that concludes that. March again, at first I was like, am I going to be able to do this? This is going to be crazy. But so far it's going really well. And I've done everything. And I think I'm going to be able to do it. So, yeah, that was the update on February, how that went, and then the plan for March. I will make another video at the end of March, or I guess in April, talking about how this month went and if I was able to do everything. I'm pretty confident that I'm going to be able to do everything. And yeah, and I'm also doing well in my classes, so it's all very exciting. I was stressed the other day, and then like yesterday night, I think, or the night before, I was like, you know what? So far, I've been sticking to the plan, and I think I'm going to do well with everything, and I feel my life changing. I know that's like silly, sort of. It sounds silly, like change my life, but it's kind of true, and it's what I wanted to do. And so I've already, like, I looked at my list of long-term goals in my bullet journal yesterday, and I was like, hold on. I'm actually accomplishing some of these goals that I wrote down like a year or two ago that I want to accomplish, and I'm already getting there because I've just made the plan to do these things that I've wanted to do for so long, and I'm not fooling around with it anymore. I'm getting it done. So everything's going well. That's the update. And there's not much else to say. This video is extremely long, I know. So anyway, there will be a vlog coming soon, I think. Maybe 1 or 2 other videos. Probably not, but maybe. I have ideas. And then we'll do another update video in April probably. So thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see how this all turns out. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Have a good day or whatever. And yeah, see you later. Bye.